Stranraer FC on YouTube, sponsored by GT Mortgages. Do you know what? It's a beautiful day to be outside and to have a game of football to look forward to, although it is absolutely freezing as Edinburgh City take the park from the dressing room under the wee stand at the far side.
If we've got any aspirations of making the top five, especially with Stenhousemuir winning the last day, we really need 3 points here.
Yeah. Coming back to you then, Brian, you agree with that? We need a win today?
Yeah, absolutely, Laurence. We're definitely attacking, but it's getting the shots on target.
Here's Matty Yates, Gallagher, and Kieran Miller caught napping there rather by Andy Black. And this is coming out, and that is deflected wide for a corner. The shot from Robbie McIntyre. Thompson with the corner. Miller heads it backwards, but that is a low drive sent in by Josh Campbell. Out wide to Callum Crane. Crane steps past Andy Stirling and shoots, and it is held cleanly by Fleming. Matty Yates certainly having to be ready to battle for that one. Now, Brown sends the ball forward, but Tom Devitt ready for it. Now, Scott Robertson wasn't ready for that, and here's Uzi C out on the right. He puts it into the middle, and that Stranraer players looking for offside there, and it did look offside, I have to say. Bit of controversy here at Stair Park. Goal for Edinburgh City within 5 minutes, and the goal is given.
Adam Cummins is absolutely furious. He thinks it's offside, but the line didn't give it, so it's a goal for Edinburgh.
So a great start for Edinburgh City. 5 minutes gone at Stair Park. Stranraer 0, Edinburgh City 1.
To be perfectly honest, Laurence, Stranraer have not started in this game at
they've
all.
not started well.
They've been very, very slow.
So Sean Burns with the throw. Aimed at Yates. Youngster hits it back out to Burns, who crosses. That's headed comfortably away by Tapping. Gallagher back into the edge of the box. And that is well worth a go from Scott Robertson. So Burns with another throw. Up the line to Yates. To Orr rather. And Orr into the middle. This is to Yates. Yates back into the path of Gallagher.
Grant Gallagher.
And that's a horror of a shot.
He could have took a touch, Laurence.
And he knows it, to be fair. He knows it was a terrible shot. High.
I think I can make a forecast here. Thompson is going to have a go here.
Yep, and who can blame him? And it's straight into the arms of Greg Fleming on target. Tom Devitt, Andy Stirling. Devitt, Andy Black certainly forcing himself into the game there. Andy Stirling. Cummins. And he likes to shoot, and I'll tell you what, it was a decent drive from Adam Cummins.
That's the first chance in target day, Laurence.
Scott Robertson the header. Victoria heads on, but that was met by Jordan Tapping. Some head tennis. Now, Tamor on the chase. Lee Hamilton there in attendance. Here's Victoria. Or Victoria.
Oh, what a chance.
That was a real chance, Brian.
Yeah.
Victoria lifts it, angled. Quite a difficult angle, but he lifts it a foot over the crossbar. That was a chance.
Had to score, Laurence, had to score. What a glorious chance.
And at last we saw signs there of Victoria running at defence. Substitutes still waiting to get their opportunity to come on. Yates, Cummins back into Yates. That was nice. Ball in from Yates, perhaps lacked a bit of guile, but nice little move there by the players. Matty Yates for Duffy. Or Duffy for Matty Yates rather, and Elliott for Joe Victoria. Matty Yates, in all fairness, Brian, has run himself into the deck.
Yeah, he's been up a couple against experienced players up there.
Yeah.
He's just a young kid, you know.
So Crane lifts it away to C. Here's Campbell, and that was a great effort from Josh Campbell. Rising, unfortunate for him in that it kept rising, so ultimately it's a foot over the crossbar. So Sean Burns, Andy Stirling, and that's cleared by Craig Thompson. Look at this, see, Robertson just got to that in the nick of time. Here's Burns needing help. Back to Stirling, lifts it forward, and that was decent. Header by Cammy Elliott as Callum Crane goes down in the box.
A bit of head clash here.
So Rory Payton, Jinky Hilton, and Conor McManus all take to the field. 20 minutes to go. To Hilton. The high balls seem to have stopped for the minute, Brian, which has got to be better. That's for Elliott to chase, but he's blocked. There's a handball. Referee fails to spot that. Lee Hamilton handled the ball. Jinky Hilton with a rare Stranraer corner, has to be said. Robertson stops it, back to Hilton. Brings it back in.
Oh, what a
Tom
save by the
Devitt,
keeper.
so unlucky. Fantastic save.
Antel saves it.
That was a top drawer save by Callum
Yeah,
Antel.
it certainly was.
Tom Devitt very unlucky there not to equalise for Stranraer. Rory Payton, Hilton, McManus out wide.
It's a great ball.
Oh, and that was
again, what a
inches away.
chance for
Cammy Elliott, and great ball in, great chance.
Yeah, a wee bit more purchasing the header, and it was a goal.
Now, Payton to Burns. Burns manages to get it to Duffy. Hilton lets it go. Gallagher.
That was actually
just didn't happen. Devitt heads it, but that's going nowhere as far as Stranraer are concerned. Craig Thompson lifts it. He's got such a decisive touch. Burns takes a headed touch. De Vita, old campaigner, he turns. He's still got the possession and drags his shot wide of the near post. So what can Darryl Duffy do here? He's been well watched. Gallagher, McManus turns brilliantly. Sean Burns.
Scott.
Do you know what? That was a better ball in by Burns than it looked initially, but Robbo just headed it too close to Callum Antel. Robertson, Duffy, here's Cammy Elliott, and again De Vita.
Yeah.
De Vita did brilliantly, tracking back there to help the defenders and stop Cammy Elliott there.
It's a great ball into Duffy.
I'll tell you what, that was very close to being an own goal there by Lee Hamilton, and it's almost as close as we've come this afternoon. James Hilton, last chance saloon for Stranraer. 2.5 minutes injury time played into the box. It's away, and that's full time. Have to say, Edinburgh City, I still think that's a deserved win. As you say, Brian, Stranraer made a better fist of things in the second half, but I think the better team on the day won.
Stranraer need to start winning games, there's no doubt about it.
We've got Stirling Albion away on Tuesday. It's not going to be easy. We've got Stennismuir at home on Thursday. It's not going to be easy, but that's an absolute must win. But full time at Stair Park, Stranraer 0, Edinburgh City 1. Thanks for watching, folks.